Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today I'm going to get into a video on how I start my applications and stuff like that, from an idea to developing that idea a little bit more. Later on we're going to start coding for it, but right now we're just getting the idea, trying to get it on paper. So as far as things goes, I want to mention my voice is trying to give out. If it does, then sorry, and I'll just redo the video some other time. But if it doesn't, then bear with it, please. But anyways, as far as the application, what I want to do is make a augmented reality application. And when I make applications, programs, or anything like that, these are personal programs. If a company comes out to me, they come out to me with a problem, and I either have a solution for them or they already have a solution. I just need to develop on their solution. And that's either working for a company full time or freelance or part time. But it doesn't matter if you're a freelance, a contractor or not. It's the same. Either a company comes up to you with a solution or not, but you just have to implement it. They already come up with the problem. The difference doing from a company to personal is you got to find a problem yourself. And the specific problem that I'm trying to solve is when you put sprinkler line systems, electrical line systems, or other type of line systems underground, the ground hills up and you can easily forget where you place them. If you took pictures, it's very difficult to figure out where they are placed. So when you come back and you need to dig in that area, you don't know how close you are, or whatever it may be. Maybe a fence, maybe something else is going to be to that item. So you might nick them without realizing it, or it might cause some other problems. So what I want to do is have it, and this is the first thing I do on here. Basically, I have the problem. The solution is going to be making an Android application. So what I do is I start with OneNote. It could be OneNote, Evernote, whatever it may be for you, but for me it's OneNote. And what I'm going to do is just make one page being function. That's all that page is for. So real quick, we put in what this application is going to do. So basically what the application is going to do is this will allow the person to see the water lines, electrical, etc. underground using AR and maps. So basically, they're able to go and use an augmented reality function. And for those of you who don't know what that means, which hopefully you do, but if you don't, basically all that means is the camera, you use a camera function so the person sees the real world through the camera, and the augmented reality is a overlay on the camera. So sometimes augmented reality interacts with the real world, sometimes it doesn't. I don't have a Tango phone. Tango phone is Google's new Android stuff for augmented reality. It has like lasers on the phone, double cameras, stuff like that. So the phone can tell distance, shapes, and stuff like that. So I'm going to be developing it for basic stuff, and then we're going to go into the Tango environment, because I think we can get, okay, this is a land, this is flat area, because if you take a camera and give it to a computer, especially something like this, it's not going to tell what's ground, or at least I don't think we can get it where it says this is ground. But what we can do with Tango is say this is ground and go from there. So or at least that's what I think what we can do. I never played with augmented reality before, as far as making an application with it, and Tango is so new that who knows what it can do on its full scale. So, anyways, as far as that goes, we got a solution. We just need to now make the functions for it. So, what I need to do is simply just number them off. So the one of the functions is going to be GPS, and the person can walk the line and map out the underground line. So basically, by having GPS, you can literally just walk the line, and that means that we're going to need a button that starts, a button that pauses, a button that stops. Simple as that. Maybe even a way to edit. So let's actually add that. Pause, stop, and edit. So you screw up, the thing can be edited fairly easily. We're going to need a map. This is the person can see the lines by the map. AR, the person can AR, maybe use colors for types. Maybe even allow a person to pick their own colors. We need an export feature. Dropbox, Google Drive, etc. Share. And that's just going to be something that I got to figure out. So to make that stand out, do something like that. And I think that's about it. I might add some later on. So as far as that goes, what we need to do is now start another page and just do layouts. And this is just front layouts, maybe main. So this is going to be like the main area when the person just jumps in. They will get a screen. The from here, what we can do is do something like a hamburger menu. And then within the hamburger menu, maybe they can do something like they can add more lines, they can modify something. I got to figure that one out. And this is the thing that you got to keep in mind when you're creating applications is it's best now to do your wireframes, which this is what it's called. You're basically trying to figure out the basic layout. It doesn't have to look pretty. You just need to know, okay, this is the button's going to be down towards the bottom part or middle screen or whatever it may be. That's a basic wireframe saying what that button's going to do, stuff like that. It's not to be looking pretty. It's not to do all this fancy stuff. It's simply to give you an idea. The fact is where I might say, oh, I'm going to have a hamburger menu. Well, it might not happen, and it might be simple buttons because, it's whatever. But it's best to approach this as practical. What would be the easiest for a person? So I don't think having a person go through something like creates share blah 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 is a good idea. We need to keep it down to a single screen if possible. Hamburger menu will allow that to some degree. So what we can do is say something like hamburger menu if possible buttons. That's a problem, is I got to figure out what type of buttons that we're going to use. So what type of functions are we going to aim for? First off, we're going to do let's see, add a line, view lines, we don't want to delete lines from here. We don't want to edit lines from here. Share. We can use just that. 2-3 options. It's not bad. So note that. The thing is though, maybe have it where if the person's already on view lines, then maybe not. Map. So we can do map. Contact. Contact me. And I think that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be good. So basically what would end up happening? Well, actually I got an idea. Have it where profile. So like what you can do is the person can save their lines per place. Then that's good enough. So basically, if I'm at, say for example, you're a construction person, you're working on 3 houses, you can have 3 profiles. So each house has their own profile. So when you look at all the lines, you don't see, 3 houses of lines there. You just have 1 house of lines right there. So I think that's good. I mean, this is probably going to be massively worked on over time, so we got to see. Sorry about that. By the way, for those of you wondering about how I come across stuff to review. Unless if I buy it, that's how I get. It's all incoming. Well, it's mostly all incoming. Very rarely when I go and say, "Oh, can I review that?" Most of the time, I add or I get it to me. Something like TubeBuddy, I asked stuff like that, high end stuff. I asked, but 99% it comes in. So yeah. But anyways, going back to here. So now we got a basic idea on this. So what I want to do now is start developing this more, and maybe put out a thing here saying, probably not a good idea for it to be that color thing here showing the lines. So basically my idea for this is about where the lines are, or the different lines. If there is no lines, button that comes up asking the another to a showing how to work the app. So basically what will come up is something like following, if I can get the right color. So something like this, where it says, do you want to make a line, or please add a line, or something like that. And another is the other thing, the video. So let's go ahead and scroll down a bit more. I have to gimmick this to allow me to scroll down. So as far as this goes, it's going to add a line, so we have a good idea on what we're looking for. Let's push this down a bit more. And what we want to do is go ahead and add another layout. And what I'm thinking here is we're always going to have the hamburger menu, so that's always going to be a given. But what I'm thinking here is you will have, I wonder if I can use a color wheel. Color, let's do name up here. So what do you want to call it? Maybe a type. Hidden thing. So if the person selects other, then that will come down and do whatever. I don't know. We'll have to test that out. Let's do colors. Red, green, blue, purple, whatever. Big button, start, pause, stop or edit, and edit. So, alright, so as far as this goes, what I want to do is say name, then we're going to do type. If other than hidden shows version type, because I doubt I'm going to think of all the stuff. So from here it's color. You can use color wheel, start, pause, stop, edit. See, the thing is I don't know. How to edit, because you might move a line or something like that, and go from there. I need to put a little note out here. AP hide pause stop. Maybe. So hide. Alright, so we have that. Again, minimalistic as possible. So what we now have is our main layout. So when the person first logs into the application, the person will be presented with a hamburger menu, which will give them options of profile, add new line, view current lines. I don't know, maybe that'll be hidden. Map, share, contact me, so on. Here's another option. A person given line the AR map edit delete do you want to delete? And what that is if a person actually hits delete, then it doesn't actually delete. It says, hey, are you sure you want to delete? And then it goes from there. So, yeah, that. So basically, when a person goes and goes to the main page, they have those options. If there's no lines at all on a given profile or at all, then it will ask them to make a line or show a video how to use an app. If it does have a line and the person clicks a given line, then it will give them the options of AR, map, editing, or deleting the line. Editing or adding a line, it will give them the following options. Probably fill in if it's already edited, so I'll just fill in the spots. So name, the type of line, color, some type of color wheel, if possible. And then for the thing is start, pause, stop, and editing. I don't know how to edit yet. I don't know. See, here's the thing: is I don't know how the information is going to be stored. How are you going to get the phone to actually say, okay, we got the GPS running? How are we going to get it to say, where do you put coordinates? I'm thinking about of a few things. I got it in the back of my mind. It's not really an important thing for right now in this. I just want to get the layout and basic understanding, because basically what happens here is if I jumped in feet first without getting this wire layout, what would end up happening is I would end up having to be planned this while I'm coding, while I just come back here and do check marks, say yep, I got that, or I don't have that, or I thought about having that but it didn't work out because of, and go from there. Whereas if I jumped in feet first, then I wouldn't know what step to go to from one to the next. It's very important. And as far as that goes, I might leave it at here. We're at 27 minutes now. It's getting late, and I need to get some sleep and whatnot. If you want to participate in this particular project or whatever it may be, then feel free to let me know. I'll see what I can do as far as GitHub and whatnot. One thing I want to tell you right now is I would like to make money off of this particular project, if possible. I might end up putting the stuff out there for free for people to, play around with for resume material, but I might end up going ahead and just uploading the application on whatever and charging $10 or something for it. That, or make some in-app purchases. Probably more better is make in-app purchases. Okay, you put down one line. All right, for anything more than that, you're gonna have to pay. I probably end up doing something like that, and that won't be open source. That won't be shown for obvious reasons. Or if I can do it, I don't know. It depends on what I can show. Can't show. I've never done an in-app purchase type of thing before. But anyways, as far as that goes, I'm just gonna leave it like it is right here. Again, it's getting really late, and I just want to get the basics out before I forget about it. It's because school and whatnot get too much in my head. So as far as that goes, if anyone got any questions, anything else, then feel free to let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to answer as quickly as possible. Please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, share, and please feel free to check out my other videos. And also, if you're on my coding channel, feel free to check out my main channel. If you're on my main channel, please feel free to subscribe to my coding channel. Anyways, see you next video, and I hope you have a great day. Oh, and real quick, GitHub link will be down below.